at the last UN General Assembly, after so much noise that they made about Tinubu supposedly having an exclusive sideline meeting with Joe Biden, the U.S. president, the reason that meeting did not eventually happen was because Joe Biden was briefed that there is some information which is about to emerge about this guy, and if you allow yourself to be pictured with him or to posture yourself in any way that looks like you are aligning yourself with him, your political enemies are going to have you for lunch, right? And it's going to affect your re-election chances. And that's how come that meeting, which they spent weeks crowing about, didn't come close to happening. In fact, it was so bad that I think it was on a Wednesday, either Tuesday or Wednesday during the UN General Assembly, that Tinubu and Biden were in the same building at the same time. I think Biden had given a speech, and his aides were trying desperately to book some kind of appointment or meeting with Biden, and Biden's people knocked them back. They don't want to be seen within a country mile of the guy now. It's like the guy has feces rubbed all over his body now. Nobody wants to be seen with him. Nobody wants to be near him. Both in the US, in the international space in general, his brand is toxic now, and it's only going to get worse. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he only has himself to blame for all of this. I think I said it long before the election that if he wasn't such a hubristic person who genuinely believes that everybody else is stupid except him, he would never have run for election in the first place. He would have just sat down in Babylon and been, a kingmaker the way he has been for years, and he would have been okay with that role. But I mean, he decided to bring it. He decided to take it here. He decided to put himself out into the public space. So whatever happens to him now, it is not doing.
Nigeria don't budget. Can you just imagine that at this age and time, when we are supposed to be progressing, we are still retrogressing? What happened during Buhari's time? We never thought it could happen. Even during Jonathan's time, we thought, oh, that was the end. But Buhari brought in another thing, another level of impunity. As if that was not enough. Nigerians were like, oh, because of the caliber or the kind of a person that Buhari is, so maybe because he's not enlightened and all of that. At least when we have some people that say, okay, who are still more better than him, we are not. Now it is not even worse, because the criminality associated or attached to Tinubu's name is on another level. We even thought that, oh, with all this their propaganda, they are going to reduce it. Unfortunately, they are still waxing stronger. The reason why I'm saying is that a lot of people you think that are supposed to know better, they are now aligning with them because of the foundation that has been laid down, that people just feel that the right thing cannot just be done. And we have some people would describe them as vagabonds in power. I think a fella used to describe them like that. And you see some youth as well that you think that they are supposed to know better, even with technology, with civilization and innovation here and there. Is a lie. They are not aligning with them. I just heard this man saying some days back, fella Sheun Kuti, saying that oh, those who are criticizing Tinubu, they don't know him. You see the Jade Yanjuna, even the so-called Reno Mokri, the likes of them, and see Sheun as well, the Fayoshe's brother, all of them. You can imagine the manner at which they are reasoning. This man with a lot of baggages that is even embarrassing the whole country. These guys are not saying anything. They are all quiet, but they are looking for an avenue to be able to throw tantrum towards Obi. But the more they throw tantrums, we know the person who has baggages, who is even disgracing the whole country. The whole country across the globe. You see the likes of Keyamo, FFK, all of them. You want to tell me that they don't know what is happening? See the Ngalale that has been fumbling here and there, propaganda here and there, because they believe that it is still the era of NTA. But you know what? The manner at which they announced and they were puffing and huffing, bragging about oh, can you see that Joe Biden invited Tinubu, this and this and that. If they had met, honestly, believe you me, I said it in one of my videos, if they had met, honestly speaking, they wouldn't have allowed anybody to hear what. But of course, we know that even if they had met, there will be a reason for that, not because they like him, not because they trust him, but because there's something they really want to get from him. We were so surprised because the same man that invited him, we could not even see him having any pictures or any form of discussion. And before that's the reason why they were so quiet and just now ran to Paris. They would have been saying all manner of things, hyping and hyping. But I think very soon now, all this their hyping will soon end because the whole world is getting to know what is going on. What is going on? This stuff the president of Nigeria is made of. Well, those who do not have shame, they will continue to align with them. But the ones that have shame, they will continue to expose them and exonerate and separate themselves from such a thing. Somebody who does not have integrity, how do you want to attract foreign investors into the country? It's not possible. It's not possible. So now we are getting to the root of the whole thing, the reason why Biden could not meet with him. The reason why Biden could not meet with him. Let's down go and meet with him now, because if he does not have any integrity to protect, if not this APC, one man on YouTube, Mayegun, we say Egbekegbe. It's Egbekegbe now. Bad associates. Some people describe them as association of past criminals. Who are they going to be blaming now? When Nigeria gave them chance that you are going to bring about change, because the manner at which PDP destroyed this country, we didn't know that it was just a child's play. The manner at which you destroyed this country, we thought, say, okay, you are bringing about change, but see what is happening. They acted with impunity. It's just so unfortunate. So unfortunate, but thank God with the help of social media, and a lot of people are seeing a lot of things. Yeah, or none are saying that, say, oh, they are just deceiving themselves. That's to tell you they don't have shame. They live on propaganda, but their propaganda is working against them now. That's why we couldn't hear much about it. He went to this, and somebody is telling us that he made a good speech, really good speech. And it was even in almost in an empty hall. You think they were even listening to all the cock and bull stories he was talking about? They say this one, I bet second base, Jerry. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.